taken part in this special webinar. This is special because this opportunity is coming to you directly from the House of Franchise India. It's also special because some of you are getting the opportunity to align with Franchise India as an independent franchise consultant. Now, talking about Franchise India, well, we have been in the business for 27 years now, and we're operating in 14 countries and 97 cities in India. To put things in perspective for your benefit, and of course, for you to get a better understanding of how the Franchise India business model works, I would request our CEO and Director, Mr. Sanjay Bhatt, to take this forward. Over to you, Mr. Bhatt. Thank you.
Thank you, Sajid, for hosting this another edition of this special webinar, which is Independent Franchise Consultant and Opportunity to become a business partner with Franchise India. So very good evening, everyone. We warmly welcome you all in this webinar. So today's webinar, as we are talking about, is special. Really, it is special because Franchise India is offering opportunity to become business partner with Franchise India. Franchise India is a trusted advisory platform, how to start your own business platform. And opportunity which we are talking about in this webinar is independent franchise consultant, means how you become a licensed franchise consultant as a part of Franchise India group. So IFC would mean that it is a specialist. What we are talking about, a specialist, how to start your own business specialist. Now, what we do, I'll make it a little simple for you. What we do as Franchise India, so we have many businesses, we have many verticals, but largely we are a broking company. We are an advisory company. We are matchmakers. So what we do is we help investors how to get into business. So which business is suitable for the investor, we help, we handhold. And other side, we have businesses and we help them to grow in different markets, right? So what we do, we get investments and we help businesses to scale their business. So this is our primarily business wherein we are in between helping them to matchmake. So we find a right business partner for businesses, brands. It is regionally, locally, nationally, and also internationally. And we are helping investors who are looking forward to start a business. Because starting a business, investing in a business is a lifetime decision. And this is very, very important decision in your life because this is first time you are doing it and you may the first time business buyer. Because after the COVID time, what we have seen, some 70% business buyers are first time business buyers. So there are professionals who are working somewhere and they would look forward to invest in any of the business. That's a parallel business they want to start. They want to have another revenue arm. But this is very difficult. This is very difficult that which business is suitable for your market, which business is suitable as per your profile, your experience, and also as per the investment bracket. Because lower the investment, higher the risk, and also lesser the opportunities. So that's wherein we come in between with our capability of 27 years of experience, and we help these investors, if it is a first-time business buyer or it's a serial entrepreneurs, to find a right match. So we help in selection. So we are experts which are helping in selection of the business. These are two largely businesses what I'm talking about. One side investors and one side brand. So we match make. And third business also there, wherein we help existing business owners that if they want to exit out of the business, or if someone has taken a franchise earlier, now you want to come out of that business. You don't want to continue. It can be any reason that it is not giving you any profit. It's a loss-making opportunity for you now. You don't want to continue, or you want to shift to other country, other state, or other thing that you don't want to continue. Any reason you don't want to continue, then we come in between again, wherein we help you in terms of getting a new buyer in place and helping you to resale of the business. So that's what the third business we do. As we are now 97 cities network today we are also in 14 countries. We use a byline that nobody in the world sells more business than Franchise India. And as we discussed that Franchise India is 97 cities, 14 countries also. But today, when we see the growth of franchising, it is everything we consume is coming from the franchise company, and everything is becoming branded. People are getting now, from every small city, which is tier 3, tier 4 cities also, brands want to enter into those cities because there's an opportunity. And local investor who is looking forward to, invest in a branded store, branded company, branded opportunity, because consumer is getting branded, consumer is getting more information about it, and there are a lot of new generation people who are looking forward for a global brand, international brand, because they also have an exposure and they want to enter into this segment, that we want to take a franchise, or I want to get a business or brand in my city, which is a global brand franchise. That's a new aspiration which we have seen, that there are serial entrepreneurs, but their next generation, they want to start a global brand franchise. So who will get this? Who will do this arrangement? Is all Franchise India what we do. So considering this humongous opportunity in franchising, so Franchise India is looking forward for like-minded professionals, franchise professionals. It can be management consultants, financial consultants, or it can be real estate consultants, education consultants who have that passion and flair of consulting to help and guide people. And we are also looking forward for these professionals to join us as our business partners, which is our extended arm of the business. And city-wise, you become Franchise India, and we help you with everything in this. Everything we do, because we already have a system process, which is already methodology, which is proven in 927 years. And that's what we impart, that's what we transfer to our partners, and then you become Franchise India in your cities. So little more on Franchise India. So in India, we are Franchise India. It's been 27 years. We do around 200 events in a year. So all across, people know us by the name Franchise India. We have two more companies. One is Fran Global. Fran Global is our international arm of the business, which is market entry for global brands to enter India. They also help Indian brands to go outside India, and they help with expansions. And international brands, when they come in India, we also have to fine tune in terms of business model, the system and process to create as per the Indian market. Then we have third company, which is Francop, which is 49-year world's largest consulting company. It's been around 19 years now for us. We have a master license of Francop, who are experts consulting partner, and they help businesses to get into franchise. So they make businesses ready for franchise, and also helping international brands to get their system and process ready as per the Indian market is concerned. So Franchise India also runs a publication house. We have a media house. We have three publications. We have the Franchising World magazine, which is a 25-year-old only franchise magazine in India. We run Retailer as a magazine. We also have an Entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is world's largest business magazine. And for Asia and India and Asia, we are publishers and distributors for Entrepreneur magazine. And most of the business people know Entrepreneur magazine. We also have online business, which is franchiseindia.com. You can see around 18,000 companies are already registered on our website, which is franchiseindia.com. So today's webinar, what we are going to cover, I'll give you some understanding on this and also put some perspective on this webinar, how you can interact with us, how we can ask you questions, how you can ask us questions. So we have Q&A box. We have a Q&A box in this. So we request each and every one of you, please use Q&A box. Do not raise your hand, and share your thoughts, share your queries in the Q&A box. And we will take your questions and queries, and we'll take your name also, because you are giving us time. We have to make it interactive, but we don't have two-way connection. It's a one-way wherein we talk and you listen, and you have Q&A box wherein you can share your thoughts with us in this webinar. So we'll cover Franchise India journey, what has been till now, 27 years, what we have done, how we started, and why brokerage business, why we work as an advisors when investor do have an opportunity to search himself, to take information or reach directly any brand, why we are in between, and how we created as a foolproof system in last 27 years. Second, we will also talk about industry, how it is looking like next 20 years, 30 years, and how franchising is going to help, and what market India as a market is now ready for global brands also for their expansions. And third, we will also run a presentation to give you full detailed presentation about in today's subject, which is our independent franchise consultant as a business model. Will help you to understand what is our revenue model, how you can grow with us, and what is the monetization model, then what we offer, and how you can become part of Franchise India. Before that, I'll give you some intro who is there on panel today. With along with me, I have a leadership team and our management team also. So I have from leadership, we have Sajid Joy. Sajid has joined us from, you can wave your hand, and he is joined from Bangalore. So he heads our Karnataka and AP Telangana along with his team member Vamsi. Vamsi is from our Hyderabad office. We also have Rajendra. He is from Mumbai office. Sumendo Das has joined us from Kolkata along with Bimal. Bimal is also heading our east side of the business. Plus, we have Shaktivel. He is our senior leader in Chennai, and he is driving along with his team member Kapil and Sheena. Kapil is in Chennai, and Sheena is taking care of all Kerala market. We also have Kuldeep. Kuldeep has joined us from corporate office, which is Delhi. And along with us, we also have our managing director, Ms. Sonia Chaudhary, who is driving this business last 2 decades, more than 2 decades, and she can share with us her experience and why this franchise business, what we are talking about. She will set the perspective of this webinar, and also will welcome you once again. And I request her to take this webinar forward. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for joining. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Sanjay. And friends, a very good evening to all of you. And Sanjay has already given a background about Franchise India, what we do as a company. And my request to all of you would be to make the session interactive. And I'm sure all of you are looking to start a business of your own. And that's what our company has been doing for the last 27 years. And we'll also like to know more about you, where you come from, your profiles. And before I go and ask you to write your profiles and do a bit of exchange in terms of a communication through our Q&A box at the bottom of the screen, I'll take a few minutes to talk about what we do and how we do it. And one thing which I want to also add on, and as Sanjay also said, as a company, we are in very short, a few words, we are start your own business specialists. So anyone who wants to start a business is the community, or I would say the overall addressable market, the opportunity that we all have in hand, right? And given our distribution, which is spread across 90 plus cities in India and over 14 countries globally, that makes Franchise India, Fran Global, the two companies that operate in India and international market, the world's largest franchise development and distribution company, right? And so now when you start as a IFC, everyone is a client of yours, because I said the overall addressable market for us is very, very big. And second, you're working with the most experienced team in the world, with our distribution experience. We are the most experienced franchise development and distribution team in the world. So we need partners who come with that skill set, and also, I would say, a very firm belief of democratizing entrepreneurship, which is the mission of Franchise India. One. Second, we all need to understand, unlike a lot of businesses that you might have been part of, or you might have worked in, or you currently do that, we are not a product sales company. We are an advisory company. So Franchise India is a knowledge-driven business, and which requires a lot of learning every single day. And we need partners who also come with that mindset of growth. And like I said, our business is that of advisory, which also means that last mile experience with anybody I'm dealing with, whether that's a company who wants to expand their footprint, or an investor who wants to take our services and we help them to take a guided solution of buying a business. The last mile experience is very, very important. And this last mile experience differentiator, only one big thing, which is knowledge that we have in hand, right? So, and I'm sure all of you would agree, today the role of consultants is also getting evolved. The new world, which is a knowledge-driven world, is a knowledge economy. And as an advisor, is also seen by our community of investors and brands as somebody who offers a lot of credible advice, validated learning, and most importantly, I would say somebody who comes with a lot of hyper local market knowledge. That's very, very important in our business. And so we need to stay on top of our industry, and we need to acquire a lot of information and expertise to be able to stay competitive. So what we have built over these 27 years, we felt we need to, partner with like-minded people. And today, our larger, I would say, penetration and present distribution that we have across India international markets is through our IFC partners. The average experience of our partner in our current distribution is almost about 20 years. There are partners who come with even higher experience of 25, 30 years. But if I talk about the average experience of our partners who currently work with us, they come with an average of 20 years of experience, right? So not only we have created this ecosystem and community, but also this opportunity to expand the ecosystem and community through partnerships in form of IFC channel. So every day there's a new opportunity that we launch in the market, which means new companies, new franchisers looking to franchise their business. So we felt we not only needed a bigger ecosystem, but also very deep reach and connect with the investor community, because we receive nearly 1 lakh investors every single month. These are people who want to invest in businesses, which can be as small as, I would say, maybe ₹1 million. It can go up to maybe even 50 crores if I'm doing a jewelry franchisee of some of the most, the top jewelry brands in the country. Typical investment for these brands go as high as 50 odd crores. So somebody with a 10 lakh investment up to 50 crores of investment across all industries, from a chai shop to a five-star hotel to a hospital to a jewelry shop, everything in between is something we work, and we work with investors and also companies to franchise. Now, the franchise consultant like us and also our partners, we all carry a very big responsibility in helping a potential business buyer to make a right decision of buying a business, and also a more informed decision of buying a business. And while it is very difficult to bring sometimes absolute accuracy of the fitment, because the choice of the brand, financial expectations, commercial terms are very unique and different to each category, each brand, each industry. So as a consultant, we take a very holistic approach, which takes into consideration a lot of things like return on investment, how the industry has been growing, how the brand has performed in the past, what are the predictable cash flows in the business. And most importantly, we focus on risk reduction for a prospective franchisee. And this is all part of our training. We have a 3 days training that we take place in the headquarters of Franchise India, which is in-house training, which is done in Delhi, where we take the entire training on the business at large, our different products, how to build your practice of consultancy, different brands that we work with, and also, as I speak, there are 45 companies that we have taken the master franchise rights of, not only in India, but also countries like Singapore, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, and other countries where we're currently present. So the opportunity for becoming a partner is not just limited to India, but today, even global markets, the ones which I mentioned, I have independent franchise consultants who operate exclusively also in international markets. And the opportunities that I'm talking about are as relevant to India as they're relevant to also other countries, right? So, friends, before we go further on, helping you understand what our business model is like, and the criteria for somebody to become a part of our ecosystem and our family at large, I'll request all of you to please go in the Q&A box. We would like to ask you a little bit about yourself. And if you can all share your profile, and to make it easy for you, we'll share some profiles with you, and you can just go and write the abbreviations against that. So first is, if you're a business owner, you can write B. If you are a professional, you can write P. If you are a management consultant, any kind of management consultancy services that you're providing, you can write MC. And finally, if you're looking for a career change, you can write C. So I repeat again. So if you're a professional, write P. If you are a business owner, write B. If you are any kind of management consulting business that you are in, you can write MC. And if you're looking for a career change, you can write C. And please mention the name of your cities. It will help us in understanding which location that you come from. And it is very important for us to know also your profile and your background. And like I said, most of the people who currently and partners of the IFC channel, they largely come with a very rich experience working in senior companies, and most of them a large number of our partners, they are mostly management consultants working in senior to mid to senior level in various organizations. So friends, please go ahead and write. And I see some of you already started to write in the Q&A box. I'll request Sanjay if you want to take that up quickly, please.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And we really appreciate who is immediately connecting with us, writing your options, because that's what consulting business is all about. It's about to make interactive session. It's about replying. It's about being there, connected, and understand what is there for you. It's a consulting business. When it is consulting, so please make sure that you are also giving us, your responses in the Q&A box, because this is very, very important to know who is there with us today. We are talking about from our side, who we are, what we have done, but this is very important to know who is there with us. I really congratulate. We have Mr. Ganesh Gayatri. He is the first one. Mr. Ganesh is the first one. He is writing. He is B business owner, and further he is from Dimapur, state of Nagaland. So we warmly welcome you in this webinar. Mr. Thirumal Renugopal, PNC. He is professional. He is also looking forward to career change, and he has joined us from Chennai. So welcome. Then we have Mr. Rajat Gupta. Rajat Gupta ji is writing only P, so you have to give us your city name as well. Rajat ji, welcome, but please, you are a professional, but which city you are coming from, please write. Mr. Kontala Govind is also business owner. Please write your city name also, okay? Then we have Mr. Surajit Day. Mr. Day is writing that he is looking forward for a career change. So these days, because we have in our last training, so we could see professionals who have come, they are looking forward for career change. And earlier also, we have a very, very good partners who are looking forward for career change and have no understanding about consulting, no understanding about the franchising also. But we have a great experience out of that also. We have even today the top most IFC partner who is there in our system is from IT background, right? So he has never been this side of the table, right? So he has always been other side of the table, IT professional, around 32 years of experience. But now he is our most experienced and most successful IFC partner from Mumbai. So Vikas ji is writing, he is MC, great. So he's a management consultant. He's also looking forward for career change, Pune and Mumbai. Vikas ji, since you are a consultant, you are a management consultant, so we'd look forward for a little more understanding on your consulting practice, what you do, which kind of consulting it is. So it will be very, very helpful for us. Mr. Kashif, he is writing, he's a professional from Bangalore. So welcome. Mr. Gopinath Nelori, he is a business owner. So welcome. We will understand from your side if you are having a business, if you are looking forward to expand your business, that's also we do. You have Vijayawada real estate construction. Okay, great. So yes, real estate consulting consultants has been very successful because we have a lot of overlap between franchising and real estate. Every brand which we open as a franchise, we need real estate. So it's a complementing business. So we have Rajat Gupta ji writing Gurugram. So welcome Rajat ji. We have our own office which is there now. Corporate office rather is in Surajkund, Faridabad, very near to you. So Kuldeep is in our corporate office, so he will take the discussion forward, and we would look forward to welcome you to our office. Please come visit. Let's have one-on-one discussion, and then we'll see how we can take it up further. Mr. Chakravarti is from Chennai. He is looking forward for career change. And Mr. Gopinath Velori is writing from, okay, he's business owner from Vijayawada, real estate business. Okay. Mr. Sanoj Davis, myself Sanoj, he is from Kerala, so welcome. Mr. Sanjeev Kumar from Rohtak, Haryana, business owner looking for career change. Oh, that's great. So you are already having some business. Now you are looking to change your career. So Kuldeep will take the discussion forward. As I said, we are also in Haryana. We are in Faridabad. So our Surajkund is our corporate office. Mr. Shanawaz Khan is from Kerala. He is also looking forward for career change. Mr. Kontala Govind is writing, he is from Vishakhapatnam. We already have presence in Vishakhapatnam, so we will take the discussion forward. So Vamsi is in Hyderabad. So he will initiate the discussion, and then Sajid will also come on the call and will understand your profile, how we can join together. Mr. Raj Shekhar is, I saw you writing, professional in marketing 10 years. I have franchise business. Great. So I don't know whether you have a franchisee, you have taken a franchisee, or you are doing franchising in your business, or you are a franchise professional. But it is clear that you are a marketing professional for 10 years. I think marketing is a backbone in our business. We do every marketing, possible marketing for all our brands, and we help our partners with all the leads, all the promotional activities we do, brand quality leads also, and investor database, everything we do. But someone who is having a marketing as a your own core, that will also help, because you can also do yourself, because you have a lot of contacts. You can also be very instrumental in terms of creating that your own self as a brand. You have a franchise business also, which we will need to discuss further. Please write your city name also, that which city you are coming from, Mr. Rajshekhar. Rest, I think we can request others also to join, because there are a lot of people who have joined this webinar. So we'll request you to please keep this momentum going. And then we have Mr. Kiran next. And hi, team. I am a management consultant. Welcome. And by profession, real estate consultant over decade. Great. So he's writing. He's a management consultant already. So you are having that experience in sales. Great. You are a consultant. You are having sales background. Absolutely fantastic. This is going to be a complementing business for this. And we will take the discussion forward. But your question, your answer, which you have written, is a lot of things you have written, but I think this can be one-on-one discussion. So Kiranji, if you can just write your city name also, so we'll let you know who is going to connect with you after this webinar to understand this further. Mr. Raj Shekhar is further writing. He is Guntur. Okay. So Guntur is also, we have one partner already in Guntur, very successful, and he is also 4-year-old with us now. And then we have also P.S. Reddy. Mr. Reddy is from Kurnool. He is a business owner. So welcome. Mr. Ganesh is writing, I'm a business owner from Dimapur, having owned software development company in 2 states of North. So welcome. I think Bimal will get in touch with you to understand this further. So he will take it up further. Mr. Kiran is writing, I'm from Hyderabad. So welcome, Mr. Welcome, Kiranji. Yes, Hyderabad is a very, very important city for all of us. We have office in Hyderabad. We have a great team in Hyderabad, and very successful our partners already in Hyderabad. But yes, opportunity side, it is growing every day, and that's why we are looking forward for more partners. But this is purely on the selection basis, and that we will understand after we join you on a call to understand your vision. And then if it is making some understanding to get association, we'll look forward for that also. Back to you. So I think rest will be writing soon.
Thank you so much. And friends, thank you for such a overwhelming response. And I see a lot of you come with such wealth of experience in different industries. And that is what makes our IFC channel, or I would say our partnership, very, very unique and also very strong. And so we'll not, we'll just start with this maybe small presentation. This is a presentation where we talk about the opportunity and also the business model. And just to quickly summarize the opportunity, I would say, we work with, as you know, we are working with 2 set of stakeholders. One is the large community of people or entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs who want to start a business. And this community is very, very big. Today, India has nearly 60% of people who are buying business in India. They are first-time business buyers. So which means they have no experience of buying a business. This is the first generation of entrepreneurs which is coming forward and taking franchise business. And way back in 1999, when we started, this community of first-time business buyer was very, very small, right? So out of 100 businesses that we sold, only 10% people had experience of running a franchise or running their business. Now, 27 years, as we fast forward, this community has become very, very big. So today there are more people wanting to buy business and starting their entrepreneurship journey than has been the history of entrepreneurship ever in the last 100 years, is how I would put up. And the other stakeholder is companies who are companies wanting to expand their footprint. And these are companies, again, like I said, across all industries, which can be F&B, which can be retail. Now, retail is very, very wide, which can be jewelry brands, companies, your footwear companies, your furnishing companies, furniture companies, jewelry brands, everything under retail is one category. Then we have healthcare, which includes your clinics, health, beauty, wellness, which includes your salons, it includes your beauty clinics, it includes your even ortho clinics, it includes pharmacies, it includes hospitals. And then we have education entire spectrum from K-12 schools to preschools to test prep schools, skill development, the entire spectrum comes under this, right? So what we do on one side when we work with people who want to invest in businesses, now these investors also are different brackets. So somebody with a small investment, maybe say 10, 15, 20 odd lakhs is one category of investors. And then we have another category, which are these HNIs. And then we have ultra HNIs who are looking for largely international brands. Just before I got on this webinar, I was on another call with an investor from Guntur. I see one of our friends have come from Guntur, and this gentleman is in real estate business, and they're also some contract business with the government. And this guy wanted to invest 3 crores in a city like Guntur, was keen to invest in some of the international brands. So even the smaller cities, you see, there's a big wealth, which is sitting in these cities. And he was a very young guy. He was a guy in his late 20s. So if I look at my spectrum of the investor community, these are people who are ideally, upwards of 25 to about 40 years of age. That's the majority of people who are today investing in business. So we reach out to these, or these people reach out to us. We work with them. And these investors also pay us a registration fee to advise them and ensure that they have seriousness to take our services. So I get a fee when investors register with us. The second fee is given by these investors when I help them to buy a business of the choice, which can be based on their investment appetite, the industry category, and we have again, few criterias that we train our partners on. So based on their fitment of brands and their interest appetite, we help these investors to buy a franchise business. So that becomes my second payout. So first payout comes to me when the investors get registered with us, which can be anything as small as 30,000 rupees investment registration initially to even 10 lakhs of investment. So a lot of enterprises, or I would say corporates also, who get registered with us to take some international brands or a master franchisee, typically, they would register with us at a bigger fee. So anything from 30,000 to 10 lakh becomes a registration fee for investors across the spectrum. And then comes the brokerage, which comes to us after the deal has been completed, where we handhold them through the entire process. So this becomes one set of services for investors. My other set of services is for companies who are looking to franchise. Again, these companies are startups getting into franchising for the very first time. These can be unicorns, and there are many unicorns that we have worked with, from education companies to fashion companies, retail companies like Nykaa. We worked with all these companies, to even corporates, enterprises like Reliance, Raymond's, Aditya Birla Group. All their franchise formats have been consulted by us, and eventually we've helped them also onboard franchise partners across the country. So one fee comes to us as an engagement fee, where we work with these companies to make their franchise business model, which is their financials, their agreement, their communication. So that is one set of fee that comes to us. And the second set of fee comes to us when I award their franchisee, or in simple terms, when we sell their franchisees. And depending on the rollout of the companies, these rollouts can be massive for I would say giants like Reliance, because when we work with Reliance, they have a massive expansion plan, and the minimum expansion plan for these companies is about 100 odd locations they want to roll out for a single brand in 1 year. So depending on the rollout of the companies and the locations they want to expand, based on that and the investment, there's a success fee the company gives us on onboarding every single franchise partner. And they can be different formats. It can be a single unit format. It can be area franchisee, where somebody can take the entire area, say entire state, entire region. It can be entire city. So we'll take you through our presentation, friends. I'll also request, if you have questions on the business model, you can write, and we'll be happy to answer as we take you through the presentation. And also post the presentation, we like to connect with all of you one-to-one, and especially, whom we feel there is meeting of minds, and you bring in that skill set for us to, join hands with us. So over to you, Sajay.
Great, thank you so much. And friends, we will take you another 20 minutes. If this webinar is giving us some timing, which is 5 to 6, we value your time, and we will give you some understanding about the monetization model, and very, very important that when you become our partner, what you are going to get, and what is the process, how we are going to take you through. So first slide is saying what is franchising. We discuss about franchising. So it's a $4.8 trillion industry. Anything we consume today is coming from the franchise company, and that's what everybody notes, and we do that thing today. Every day, what we consume is, suppose, bakery products, milk products, is all coming from franchise company. Even healthcare, if we go for a blood test, it's also pathology labs, all franchise. We have done Dr. Lal Path Lab, then Max, and then other companies also, but it's all franchise companies. Even today, we have e-clinics also, which is also franchise. And there's a direct-to-home service in healthcare, which is elderly service, or anything which is coming to our home is also franchise company. Even technology companies, tech-based companies also franchise. And we also do digital franchising. That's also something which is new coming. And financial services, if it is Motilal Oswal to Kotak Mahindra, ICICI Securities, these are all very, very old companies, done franchising, and it's all through Franchise India. And now there are many more companies now in the financial services. They also want to expand in different markets. And Franchise India, since we have a distribution, we have a market ready, we have people there, and we help to take it further to all the cities they want to go. So as per the rollout plan, as per the strategy, we help them to penetrate in different markets and get the local partner on board, which is as a franchisee, which we call as an investor. Technically, we call as a franchise partner. Retail food sales. So if you go for a food, now you can see there are a lot of formats today, right from a small cafe, takeaway, fine dine, restaurant, nightclub, all franchise. Especially in food, it's a very, very old category, most franchise category. And education, absolutely most franchise category. Now we have healthcare, it's again most franchise category. Healthcare is having beauty also in this, beauty, health, wellness, all franchised. Everything you see, and you want to grow as a business owner, you want to expand, you want to grow further. So franchising becomes viable business model for your expansions. Pet care, yes, there are few companies now, they have taken it from one city to another city, and now they are going to multiple cities, because this is also a business which has evolved over the period of time. And there is a pet care clinic which is required now every city, because there are people who are loving the pets, and they need to have that service also available next door. And then if you talk about anything which is direct to home, as I said, as even a gardener coming to your home is also now coming from a franchise company. And automobiles, if you see today, EV segment, which has also evolved, and this is also two-wheeler EV segment companies, they're also looking forward to enter into new markets. Along with that, we also need a charging station. So there are two opportunities hand in hand, which is giving an opportunity for us also to become the partner with that kind, enter into this market and drive businesses in this in their cities. Now there are some models to it. There are different models which we work. So one can be franchise owned, company operated. One can be franchise owned, franchise operated. That's all when we are making business ready for franchise from the consulting point of view. That's what our FranCorp company does, and they make you ready for franchise with the understanding which model will work for your business, because every business is unique and every business has its own market share and market value. And then some businesses are wherein we don't have that capability of running that business, operating that business. So then we are looking forward for investors who are going to invest in that company, and the company operates themselves. If you see hotel chains, hospitals, this is not something that everybody can run. So these becomes a FOCO model, franchise owned, which is company operated. So we work with a company like Tata Chroma, which is earlier it was COCO model, company owned, company operated. Now we have created a model which is FOCO model, franchise owned, company operated, wherein we are looking forward for partners who can invest in the company with the existing outlets what they have, but it will be all operated by the company themselves, because they don't want to have anything which goes wrong when it is last mile delivery to the last consumer. So Tata want to operate themselves, so it becomes a FOCO model. In some businesses, we do different models wherein you are looking forward for some kind of investment from the market, but operationally, which is very, very challenging in terms of operating that business, then we are looking for a model which can be franchise owned, company operated models. And then there are other models also which are there in the market, which we help. in terms of after understanding the business. That's what consulting is all about, and that's what FranCop would do in the first stage. So what we offer when you become our partner, so we will offer you tablet. T stands for technology. Would mean when you become our partner after the training is over, so you get CRM from our side and all the database which we are giving you from investor side and brand side. As we said, we have these two communities whom we worked very, very closely. One is the investor database. When we give you data, leads, it will come to your CRM. And then when we give the brands, it will come to your CRM. So you have everything there in the CRM, which is technology, which we are offering. Plus, we will also create a Franchise India domain email ID. This email address, which we'll be using, is going to be Franchise India. We are not using any Gmail or any personal. It will be completely from Franchise India domain email ID, which represents you as Franchise India. Independent franchise consultants is a terminology which is internal only, but when we go to the market, we work with investors or clients, it's all Franchise India. So our pitch is also same, that I'm coming from Franchise India, you have applied for this brand, then we understand as a consultant, as an advisor. Then also we have access to infrastructure. A is access, which is you being giving for using our infrastructure. Like for example, you are from Hyderabad, we have office out of Hyderabad, so you can use our infra, which is already there for you. You don't need to have any office, no investment in terms of getting an office. It is our office, which is available for you, where you can do a full day also, and you can use all your meetings in our office. One is infra. Second is our support function. That, as I said, we have our regional heads. That's why the idea of having on panel our cluster heads, regional heads, who are helping our business partners, IFC partners locally to have joint meetings. Then you invite your client in our office, and then our team is also there. So wherein we do joint meetings. So initially, there is a great hand-holding support which we do, and that will be all done by our side. As far as the brands are concerned, so the day you join, we'll give you 500 brands list to you. We have around 1,100 companies which are where we have got an exclusive agreement that we are exclusive growth partners for them. We help them to get franchisees exclusive. Means we have an agreement wherein only we work with these brands, and these brands which are already onboarded is ready available for all our partners. Plus, you also have an opportunity tomorrow that you also have any reference which you can refer to us right from doing a meeting to sending proposals, presentations, doing a follow-up call, getting the closure done, getting the payment, invoices, everything would be done by our team. And that's what the support function we have already created. And you can decide to work on that brand as per the rollout. If it is a pan India, you want to drive that pan India, we will give all leads to you, and wherein you drive that completely pan India. Or you want to drive any brand which is already existing brand with us, you want to drive that, we will give you separate leads, absolutely no overlap of leads, and you get brand leads also, you get investor leads also. That's from our side. That's the next, which is L is the lead support. It will be 100% by our side. There's not even a single penny that our partner is investing in terms of lead generation or any marketing activity or any promotional activity you have to do. So we have next slide, when I'll give you some understanding about your payout and what is the growth structure, how you get the payouts. I'll also give you some understanding what all you get from our side, how you can get this working capital also, which you can use in your traveling, in your tickets, in your any kind of extra marketing which you want to do, that will be also given to you from our side. But as far as the leads are concerned, you don't have to do any investment in this. It will be done because we had two sets of investors. One who is offering an opportunity that he is coming to us and asking us that I want to invest, but he don't know where, and he need a consultant like us. So we guide, right? So it takes some time, but we guide them properly, and then we take some fee. Second investor is who have applied for any brand which we promote, right? There's a interest for particular brand. These leads also will be given to you, wherein you understand requirement. If you know that brand, see the full fulfillment. If you see there's a match, and then we'll take it through and arrange a meeting with the brand. And the best part in our business is that all the brands which we onboarded, they're all available for coming on the call for selection of that investor and giving you overall viewpoint of the brand and an opportunity. But basic information is being given by us. Then we qualify for that, and then we take it to the closure stage, and brand team will also help us. So likewise, there will be these leads, which is from investor side, where they need a consultant, they need a guide, and we thoroughly handhold and then take to the multiple brands which are suitable as per their profile, as per their requirement. And that's wherein we are being paid from both sides. So it will be from investor side also, it will be from the brand side as well. As far as events are concerned, that's events. Why we do these events? We are making face-to-face interaction, wherein we invite investors, which are all paid. We don't have free people who are coming to our events. It's around 15 to 20 events every month we organize, wherein we have only those brands which are onboarded with us, and we help with this marketing activity wherein we are getting these filtered investors, serious investors coming to the event, wherein our team, which is all our consultants, and they are available, they help to filter out and then arrange a one-on-one meeting with the brands. So in these events, the best part again, all these brands which are onboarded with us, they also travel. We are giving them an exclusive table where we arrange meetings one-on-one, and who will do this business? It's all our partners. They get this business. And if there is anything which is immediate, we get a deal done, and brand will help all the way. But it's us who will, in between, connect, match, and then we take a brokerage fee from both sides. T stands for technology, training. So training, as I said, we have already discussed this 3 days every month. This is a dedicated 3 days training program in our corporate office, wherein we invite you. So wherein from pickup to drop is all done by our side. And in this, you will be having 3 days extensive in-depth training, wherein our chairman sir will be also there, our MD madam is also there, and we also all leaders will give you complete understanding about our methodology, what we have created, and then overall viewpoint of the industry and franchising, Franchise India, and also give you some understanding about the products. And plus, as we discussed, that we have 45 brands, which is a very, very large brand portfolio, which we own today, wherein Franchise India have invested as master franchise in India. That's a very, very big thing, because we have global brands now, and we have seen the scope in India. We have taken an initiative wherein we have invested in these global brands as master franchise, and then we promote. What means by promote means that we are now looking forward for sub-franchising and giving the area rights to these investors who qualify. That's also an opportunity for our partners, that you can represent. We create your brand portfolio in such a way wherein your choice or your profile, if that is matching, somebody is looking forward for only F&B category to work, we'll give you all F&B brands. If someone is, we have a lot of specialists, like we have a lot of IFC partners like who are now specialists in category wise. Someone is in education. We have enough brands in education. We'll create your education portfolio. You want to drive retail, you want to drive fashion, you want to drive food, anything, or when we give training, it will be all across. Plus, when we are looking forward for partners for our own brand, when we have invested for these brands, 45 brands, we also have a support function wherein brand owner from Franchise India, there's a key account manager and head for all these brands who would be helping you. One, he will give you the fresh leads, will generate a fresh leads, give you brand wise. Then you have to qualify. Training is also done by our side. You know the brand, you give some understanding and see if there's a match. We will connect with the brand owner. That's from our team. So it's an in-house support, and you qualify a lot of things by just getting one deal done out of these master brands, which are partner brands. And all support done by Franchise India, because we help you in terms of first call to second call, closing call, and then getting the documentation payment done. But your role is involvement. Involvement means you have to initiate the discussion. When leads has been given, you have to initiate the discussion wherein you connect with that brand and then see you have to arrange that meeting. Just our team support function would be also with you to organize that meeting. So now if I can give you some understanding of the proposed structure in our business. So proposed structure is means success ladder. That when you join, you become partner with Franchise India, how you grow. And if you are giving enough time in this business, then there has to be some understanding that how you want to grow and what is there for you. So we have every partner, every investor, because you are an investor, you are investing in Franchise India brand. When you become our partner, you become our franchise, you become our partner, you become our business associate. So then there's a growth ladder. Now our business, everyone knows that you invest in any of the business, there is always an ROI, which everybody knows. Every business has an ROI and everyone knows what is ROI, right? In our business, we also have an ROI, but ROI is very different from other ROI. Our ROI is return on involvement, return on intelligence. That's I you need to understand. Return on involvement, return on intelligence means there are two things which are very important. That's why someone who is changing the career, someone who is coming from the business sector and becoming a professional advisor, why they are becoming successful? Because only two things which are very, very important is involvement and is your intelligence. Involvement would mean that when you are giving time to this business, which is 100 hours minimum a month, which can be somewhere around 4 hours a day, if you are giving that in this business, 100% you will be successful. And second is what you do by giving your time would mean that one, you are involved into this business. Second, it's a knowledge business, as we said, that you increase your knowledge. You understand the brand. When you understand the brand and you understand from the point of view that you have to invest in that brand, that would mean you get fully trained on that brand. That's our work. So we'll give you full training and any brand you want to drive, it can be any category or any region location. So we train you on that. So you are trained professional now, trained advisor. So what you do is when we give you the data, we give you the quality leads, you know the brand and you have to just filter out. You have to filter out and then connect with the brand. So would mean that if you are involved, then these things would be possible. Then only you will be attending our brand training, which we do online every day. Only first time there will be a training in our office. Rest all trainings every day would be online and you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to take office. There is no investment. At entry level, when you join us as an IFC independent franchise consultant, at entry level, you have to put your time, efforts, and your intelligence. That's why I said we have to train ourselves because we are consultants, we are advisors. What we do, we have time to give. We give time and we are being paid for our time. So our product is time. That's what consulting business is all about. And when you are trained, and then you can help others also to get them into business, right? Now, if you're at an entry level, what you get, and if you hit 15 lakh rupees gross revenue would mean that which is coming to Franchise India through you. It can be one lead, one deal. Now, deal would mean that there are some business deals when we do. We have one side investor, one side we are brand. When we connect, and if there is a mutual interest, investor is putting some money, signing LOI, putting some token amount in that brand, that becomes a deal for us. So if you do 15 deals or 15 lakh rupees revenue, because we have some revenue products also, wherein you get direct revenue, and you will become IFC elite. And then you become pro member when you hit 50 lakh or 30 deals and also master. Now, how it is going to change and what if you become elite member, what you're going to get, you become pro member, what you're going to get, right? That's my next slide, wherein I am talking about 40% sharing, business sharing with our partners. So you become starting, you start with 40%. So you get 40, we get 60. Elite member will giving you 50% opportunity. We become 50-50 partner. And at pro, you become 60%, we get 40%. And at master, you become 70% and we are 30%. But the best part is we still continue give you every data, every lead. We give you training, we give you brands, we give you events, and also a lot of opportunity for a working capital to earn and a lot of other things to earn. That's where the best part is that you get everything from our side, no investment at 40%, no investment at 70%. Maybe when you grow 60, 70%, so you want to add any member in your team, that is because you become now bigger. You have understood the business, you can drive 2 members team. That's the only maybe investment that time, but business is going absolutely up and you want to hire a team at 70%, you want to open an office. That's absolutely when you grow up to that level. But especially at 40, 50%, our partners do not have their own investment, no office, nothing, and absolutely without anything, work from home. But our office is also available. You can use our office as well. Now I'll give you some understanding about 40% of what is the product line, what is the revenue products. So we have 2 communities as we discussed. So one side we have investors, one side we have brands. So we work with both. And when we work with both, we don't work free. So we onboard investors, we onboard the brands. When we onboard investors, that becomes IA. I stands for investor, B stands for brand. So IA would mean that investor acquisition, which is investor onboard. Because if we start working with every investor free of cost, maybe we can give 2 month, 3 month service. But after 2 months, we don't know whether he's going to buy or not. So to check the seriousness, and also to make sure that this deal will definitely happen, so we charge a fee at a registration level, wherein we called as investor acquisition. So would mean that when we investor take the train on board, there is a fee, small fee, which is 30,000 rupees starting. But if investment goes up, and then our fee will also go up. But the basic is 30,000 rupees, which we charge from the investor side, because he want us to find a franchise for him, and he want us to evaluate. He want us to be part of this and help him, handhold him, do all follow-ups, get different brand, understand, connecting, and then finally documentation, process, lot of things. Even we do negotiation also. So what business we are getting and fee we are getting from investor, we are also saving a lot of risk factor and also lot of negotiation we also do in between. So what you get 40% of what we get. So if you are done, suppose one registration of investor on board, it is 30,000 rupees. Suppose you do 10 in a month, 10 into 30,000 will become 3 lakh rupees. So straight away you get 40% of this 3 lakh, which is 1.2 lakh will go to you. But it's not about do a one investor on board, you get 30,000, so we'll pay you immediately maybe 40% on that. Absolutely not. We are a system driven, we are a professional company. So we have business closings, which is month closing from 1st to 31st, all business which has been done. Then our revenue sheet will go to finance, they will reconcile all the documentation, everything. And by first week, so agreement wise, we are absolutely very, very transparent. It's around 10th to 15th. That's what the time is. We release our your payouts. That's absolutely from company side. Though we are doing it from the first week, but sometimes it takes time. But agreement wise, it is 10th to 15th every month. And then what we do is we have taken 10 investors on board. The idea is why they are on board, because they want you to guide. They want us to guide them for getting in right opportunity. So we start servicing the investor. When we start servicing, would mean that we start doing the matchmaking. And suppose we are now finally 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, or any time, depending on the investor also, how soon they want to crack the deal, they want to get into business. And sometimes we have urgency also, maybe in 7 days, 10 days, because there is an investor who have already got some property, maybe in mall, high street. Now he's paying the rentals for that. So he's in urgency mode. When we see that urgency mode, immediately we also do the servicing accordingly. And we get as fast as 10 days also, depending on the requirement, we are according. And we can get any brand which is possibly offering franchise for our registered investors. So then only suppose we get some demand, And if it is not onboarded with us as of now, and we don't know about that brand, there can be some demand coming from an investor. We start finding, we research, we get that investor brand. If they are looking forward for partners, they're offering partnership program franchise, then we have that capability of getting that brand for the investor. But we do not take this registration fee for a particular brand. If somebody is saying, I'll give 2 lakh rupees, you get me Haldiram. So we don't do that. We are saying we take your acquisition, which is registration, you are on board, we will explore for you multiple opportunity, and obviously the priority will be given to your options. It is also possible that you have some aspiration of getting some brand, but brand is not offering franchise, or they might have offered earlier, but now they have put it on hold. They are not ready for that city. They are not ready for that location. It might be possible. So we don't commit any brand. We are saying we'll explore. That's why you are hiring us as a consultant to explore. After that, we get that. If it is ready, brand is ready, and then we do the matchmaking. Then we explore multiple opportunities, multiple brands for the investor. So what we are doing, we are servicing the investor. When we are servicing the investor, we take then investor service fees once the deal is done. And this service fees is also, which is starting with 1 lakh rupees, if it is a 30,000 rupees registration fee. In that case, we charge 1 lakh rupees. After that, if investment he is looking forward for up to 20 lakh, anything up to 20, we charge you 30,000. Is 20 to 50 lakh rupees in between you are looking at, we charge you 50,000 rupees on registration front. And then we also have 1.5 lakh rupees as consulting fees. So likewise, there are some very, very important investors who are HNIs, ultra HNIs, looking forward for 2 CR, 3 CR, 5 CR, even 10 CR, 20 CR also. So we have that capability of getting that brand, which is your aspiration. We can get that. Recent example, there is one investor who is in Chandigarh. He was looking forward for Kalyan Jewelers. Kalyan Jeweler doesn't offer franchise otherwise, but Franchise India has started exploring, reach out. We presented the profile, and because investor was registered with us, they have paid us 2 lakh rupees investor for getting this brand, or because we are doing transactional business, we are reaching out to every brand, and possibly we try to get that deal done, because our consulting fees or success fees is also attached, which is to be paid to us only after servicing the investor or getting that brand. So we got the Kalyan Jewelers, it is 20 CR, and we got that deal done because profile of the investor was absolutely fantastic, because he is really from the same background and his profile was okay. We presented to the brand, and we got that deal done. So after deal is done, we also charge them 10 lakh rupees for the investor side, because the investment is around 20 to 22 CR. And when we do this piece, on the other side, we are also servicing the brand. That's BS. Brand servicing would mean that when we are getting brand serviced, means it can be an onboarding brand, it can be any other brand. When we service a brand, when we get a franchise for that brand is also paying us some success fees, and that is somewhere around 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 5 lakh. It's also up to 50 lakh also. That depends on the total investment and which brand we are doing. We have very, very low cost also, 7, 10 lakh rupees also opportunities, but our minimum brand service fee starts from 1.5 lakh plus GST, and from the brand side. So minimum is 1.5. But average, if I talk about, suppose you are doing 10 investors on board, what you're going to get is an example. So you get 10 investors on board. What you do? 10 into 30,000. Let's talk about basic, not going for any other higher investment. Basic, it is 3 lakh. You get 40% of 3 lakh. When we service the same investor, suppose they have taken franchise under 20 lakh, minimum 1 lakh rupees is investor service fees. This becomes another 10 lakh rupees from 10 investors. So you get 40%, you get 4 lakh rupees out of this. And then we have brand service fees. Again, suppose you are getting 2 lakh rupees each, which we are talking about as an average. All 10 will give you 2 lakh each, would be 20 lakh. Or you can again get 40%, which is 8 lakh. So now you can calculate what you are getting by getting 10 investors on board. And this process is every month we repeat. Every month, same business, same process. For doing this, we are giving you leads. We are giving you training. We are giving you support of joint meetings. We are giving you support of all the meetings to be done. And then also we help in servicing the investor. And we also help you in following the payments from the corporate office. We have a team and we'll do all things for you. And your share, you can understand now what is your share. What is your role in between as a consultant, that you are giving your time, your involvement. And because you are intelligent on the brand, you have understood the brand training, you know the brand, and you are helping the investor to understand a rest to connect to the right brand. These are three products wherein you get 40% on this. That's a business model. And the same products, you get 50% when you become elite member, and you get 60% when you become pro member. When you hit 15 lakh rupees business, as we were talking about, it can be 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. I'm saying in 1 year, if you do 15 lakh rupees only total, you hit elite membership, then you become my 50% partner. And same products. Fourth product, which is again very, very important, which is BD. Business development would mean brand on board. So suppose we have already brand onboarded with us, but our partners are also open and free to share the references with us, right? There is a reference. You have some brand, like somebody who is from jewelry sector, for example, have got some references or see somewhere advertisement, company offering franchise, you reach out, you connect with us, we'll come on the call, and our brand onboarding process is very different because we charge minimum 8.5 lakh rupees plus GST, which is upfront fee for any brand to come on board with us. And then we have something 17.5 lakh, then 40 lakh and 75 lakh. These are four formats only what we have, that we will help you which client has to be offered what, that will be done by our side. Say minimum is 8.5, which is must. We don't work without upfront fees from investor, from brand side, and brand has to pay us 8.5 lakhs minimum. Then we get them ready for franchise. We do our documentation process and also get marketing, lead generation, lead management, and we then sign franchisees for them. So if you have any brand on board by you or by anybody else, you have all rights to work on that brand to sell a franchise. When you sell a franchise and you get BS fees, so every franchise you sell, you get BS fees. It can be onboarded by you or onboarded by anybody. When you onboard a brand, you get 20% on this fees, which is onboarding fees, which is 8.5 lakh plus GST, you get 20%. And no restriction, brand is from where, there's no territory barrier on this, no geographical concern on that part. Absolutely open, you can work across. There is no overlap, absolutely no overlap. And when you do brand on board, you decide to work on that brand, right? And you want to drive it complete. All the leads will be given to you, which we generate every month. If you work with only one brand also, because every brand coming to us for multiple franchise, multiple cities, multiple locations, and if you decide to work with that brand, you can drive the brand all over all cities as per rollout plan, and every franchise you sell will give you another revenue product, which is BS, brand service fees, which can be, as I said, as low as 1.5 lakh, but businesses which are 20 lakh and above, then we get somewhere around 2 lakh rupees added average. I'm talking about somewhere we have very, very high fees, which is percentage on the franchise fees, or there are some master franchise opportunities wherein we have 35% of franchise fees, and franchise fees is somewhere 1 CR also, 1 CR, because that's a master franchise kind of an arrangement, or 50 lakh, 70 lakh, it becomes really, very high. And your share on brand service fees is 40% at initial level, so it becomes very, very rewarding for you. And as for the lead structuring, leads absolutely no worry. We give you minimum 50 guarantee leads every month, but that's from investor side. When we help you to build your brand portfolio, then we give you many, many leads also for those brands as well, which is a fresh campaign, fresh marketing, which we do. And you also have 1 CRM ID at the entry level, then it will also be 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus. So this is also you get. This is one revenue for you. Second revenue is we have a cash incentives for some brands which are we drive, right? So we negotiate with them. We are also giving them understanding that if it is being done by our IFC partner, because they put in a lot of time, there are all professional advisors, there has to be some cash incentive also, which will go to directly from brand to my partners. That's our role. We negotiate that. So if you do one deal, you may get 1 lakh rupees direct. In some cases, we have 5 lakh also, 10 lakh also, because these are all little higher on side. But somewhere we have 50,000 also if there's a low kind of an investment and brand is ready to pay, because I'm talking about all brands, they want really working very, very closely with our IFC partners, because they exactly know what is IFC partner doing and how IFC partner is getting local capability and great amount of experience, knowledge, and to sign franchisees for these brands, which are at a startup level and also which are large corporates as well. So we have a great amount of opportunity in terms of getting that cash incentive also. Third, we also give you a lot of incentives from Franchise India side. It can be iPhones, it can be kinds of lot of kinds incentives, but we also give you some reward, which is working capital. If you do 3 months, some kind of a revenue, we'll give you working capital at 35,000, 40,000, 50,000 or 1 lakh, which you can use in next event when you travel. We give you air tickets, we give you staying and also everything. You can consume that. That we call as a working capital. But that is over and above your payouts, which is not to be taken via cash. It will be used in these your traveling and other things also, which is working capital. Fourth, we also have every quarter we have a international contest. These international contests are per quarter. Every quarter we have international contest, and we help you to qualify. And then you go 4 or 5 days outside India. It's 4 international contests, which is absolutely every partner who is in the system would have aspiration to qualify for that. And we have given them this assurance also, kind of a sport we call that, by regional heads. They are helping them to get more partners qualify for this contest. And support function is absolutely fantastic from Franchise India, because we sell thousands of franchisees, we work up thousands of brands. We understand what other companies are offering, but we have a great system-driven policies and this process wherein you at starting level when you join, and it's a stage wherein you are dependent, we support. We take you through the next level, which is interdependent, that you are halfly done, halfly still depend. So we help you to take you through the journey as well, so that you become completely independent. So it is dependent, interdependent, and independent. So then contests, which are quarterly, plus we have also annual awards, where you are getting recognition also what you do in a year on the year business. That also is being held in international destination, wherein we take you to the destination. One, you get qualification, you get payouts also on that, you get cash incentives also, and plus you get qualification also for this international contest. Now, if you have to become our partner, how you can become for all Indian market? We have one license fees, only one license fees, which is only 6 lakh rupees plus GST. And there's a 3-year of agreement with us. Sorry. So there's a 3-year of agreement. And on this 3-year of agreement, you have no investment further. It is around 20-25 lakh rupees. We have to invest in 3 years for every partner, because in this we give you all the events, leads, brands, all promotions we do, but only one-time license fees, which is to be paid to Franchise India to get license. And once it is done, we invite you to our corporate office for the training. And these 3 days training would help you to understand the business overall. And then you start the business also yourself, and all support function would be from Franchise India side. So for Indian markets, anything for international market, we will do case-to-case basis. For Africa, I think only Sajid will be taking care of all international markets. So this is a live webinar today. If there's any international guest also, we'll get in touch with Sajid, and he will take you through as per the country, as we have already in 14 countries today. We have also some countries which are open, and case-to-case basis, that is also fee structuring is going to be dependent on that. But for Indian market, it is every city, on every corner, we have one standard policy, which is 6 lakh plus GST as our license fees. And once it is done, how it is to be done, how it is to be paid, It will be all discussed in the meeting by our regional heads, and they will give you some understanding how it is process driven and how you can become this part. But more important is selection, both sides. You select us, we select you. If we really feel that this is an opportunity, but we can give you complete assurance that there are thousands of businesses outside, not even a single one you can find as lucrative, as low cost, as zero risk like this. Absolutely no one. Because we know we are driving them, we know their model, we know their support function, and we know the investment also. This can be a 30, 40 lakh rupees you invest in any other company, but you can guess when you are getting this revenue back, or you can reach out to a level wherein it's a payback level. So it's around 2 years. So 2 year justification period. So you get this your money back in 2 years. But in our business, it can be one day, one lead, one deal. You'll get entire amount back. But that all support will be done by us. That's why we say it's a zero risk, very, very low cost, and highly rewarding. Highly rewarding for all who have shown the interest as career change option. Absolutely fantastic opportunity. But please note, this is not a part-time kind of a business. It's not about Saturday, Sunday, someone can be in this. As I said, it's a return on involvement. More time you give to this business, more value you get and higher returns you get on that, which is return on involvement and return on intelligence. Intelligence is very important because it's a knowledge-based business. More knowledge you have, more information you have, then you will be also being, investor will also pay you a fee accordingly. And how you can take 30,000, same person, same consultant, same advisor is getting 2 lakh rupees also. So that is what it depends on. But when you are trained, that's our first thing, very high responsibility on us that we make you train so that you help people. And once you talk to people, the pitch, what you have, and then only somebody can get convinced, yes, you have that knowledge and get me into business. And that's our work. That's our responsibility to make every partner uh, intelligent and highly trained on the brands. But it's very, very important that you are involved. If your time is not there, we can't do anything. If you are involved, you'll definitely get everything from us. In the interest of time, I think we have taken 20 minutes extra. So we really value your time also. Thank you so much for being part of this webinar till now. And I can see a lot of people who are still there, and almost all are there right now. So it's a one way. You have not spoken to us, but we will definitely respect your time, and our all heads will reach out to each one of you, and then we will fix up a meeting and next level, which is going to be 10-minute interaction with our senior management. In fact, chairman sir is also involved, where we understand your vision, and if we see there is a partnership opportunity together, we'll definitely take it further. And if you have any other opportunity in your mind, please share with us. We will connect you with our local IFC partner, and our local IFC partner will guide you as an investor and take it to the next level to explore all the possible opportunities with you. Till then, one big thank you note from all of us at panel and at Franchise India, because your time is very, very important. You've been there for us more than an hour, and we really respect that, and we appreciate your time investing with us today. I'm sure this might have given you some understanding and some takeaways for sure, but more we will like to connect with you, and you can reach out to our partners. I'm also available anytime. Please feel free to reach out through our regional head. I'm also very, very open and available for coming on the call next time. Thank you. Thank you once again. Thanks to all panelists, and take care and look forward. Thank you.